And now to Volkswagen, which is the target of a criminal probe, apparently, by the Department of Justice related to the gaming of emissions tests. We first reported that story Friday. Now, the stock, which trades in Germany, plummeted more than 20% Monday. This after the company didn't contest reports that it rigged diesel cars with software that could fool government emissions testers. The software then turned off the emissions controls in normal driving, improving engine performance, but also spewing much more pollution. And in a rare move, the automaker said it would halt sales of the affected vehicles.
The scandal has Volkswagen CEO Martin Winterkorn preparing for a difficult board meeting later this week. There, he'll be asked how Volkswagen could have used software that turned on emission controls during testing in the United States and then turned off those controls during normal driving situations. Winterkorn apologized Sunday because the company had, quote, broken the trust of our customers and the public. But while some analysts have said Winterkorn's run at CEO could end because of the scandal, at least one expert says the company hasn't admitted that it did anything wrong, and it may take a while before it can figure out whom to blame.
The real crux of this is, did they do something completely wrong and how many people knew about it? And my guess is that it doesn't go all the way up to the CEO. In the cases that I've written about this, it usually does not. Once that's resolved, then they can move beyond it.
Volkswagen's ability to move beyond the scandal may determine this year's #1 automaker. Only about 3.5% of Volkswagen's business takes place in the United States, but right now, Volkswagen's 2015 worldwide sales are barely ahead of Toyota's. And for now, U.S. sales of its Passat, Jetta, Golf, Beetle, and Audi A3 diesel models are on hold. Those models account for about a quarter of the company's business here. So how will consumers react when and if those sales resume? GM managed to put up record worldwide sales last year, even after the deadly ignition switch recalls began, and Toyota recovered very quickly from a scandal involving unintended acceleration a few years ago.
In terms of sales, I think it will have an effect. I think there will be some people that will look at it and say, I don't trust the company anymore. But when you think about how many vehicles have been recalled in the last 5 or 6 years, the numbers are staggering. More cars, recalled from GM than they made. I think people start to, the eyes glaze over after a while, and they won't even be able to keep track of who did what.